Today we're talking about the curveball, and the curveball is one of baseball's most popular pitches because it's one of baseball's most effective pitches. Now there are many types of curveballs that guys throw out there, and we're going to talk about 3 of those today. We're going to talk about the 12-6 curveball, we're going to talk about the traditional curve, and then we're going to talk about a slurve ball, okay? Now, again, there are many different ways to throw the curveball. Those are not the only 3 ways. There are many more. In fact, I created a playlist of a bunch of different pitches I've talked about in numerous videos on my YouTube channel, and that playlist link is going to go right here. So if you want to watch a bunch of different curveballs and other pitches, go ahead and click that. There's going to be tons of videos for you to watch. But today we're talking about those 3. Now, with those 3 types of curveballs, there are many different grips within them. You can use the same grip on all 3 of them, or you can alter your grip, okay? I'm gonna show you a few of the different grips. You can alternate these grips for all 3 of these. The first one is the traditional one right here, where you're gonna grab the ball inside of the horseshoe with your middle finger and your pointer finger right next to it, hooking that lace on the inside part of the horseshoe. Then you're going to put your thumb down and underneath. You can see I don't have much space in between my hand and the ball. I've got a pretty firm grip on it, and my thumb is in line with my middle finger. Another that you can use for any one of these curveballs is on the backside of the horseshoe, right? So same exact grip, but on the backside of the horseshoe. So instead of here, that's where we were last time, we're gonna spin the ball on the other side and hook that same horseshoe, but coming across this lace. So same idea with the thumb and the middle finger, and also not a lot of space there. The only difference is we flipped the ball. Also, some guys like to grab it on top of where the laces get skinny here, okay? So here, see where that sweet spot of the ball is? If I grab with my middle finger on top here and I got that lace to pull down on, some guys really feel like they got more grip to pull down on with that top lace. Same idea with the angle of the fingers though, and with the space. Maybe a little bit more space in this one. I don't know, at least that's how I felt when I gripped it here. I didn't ever throw it like this. Me personally, I threw a slurve, a slider, slurve, and I gripped it like this, okay? Also, if you're interested in learning my slider, it was ranked #1 in all of the pitchers in the San Diego Padres organization. I made an advanced sinker and slider training course. I'll leave a card that pops up here that you can check out. It's on sale right now if you're interested in that. Now let's talk about how to throw each of these curveballs. If you have seen my video called the breaking ball clock, I go into detail about how these pitches break, but I'll leave that video also up here that you can check out if you want to. But real quick, the 12-6, just as the name suggests, breaks from 12 on the clock down to 6. Your traditional curve is going to go from like 11 to 7, okay? That's the way it's going to break. A slurve is going to be more like 10 to 8, okay? So that's how these pitches are differing, and usually it differs because of the arm angle, but really it's more importantly the wrist angle at release point, okay? So to throw these different pitches, just make sure if you're going 12-6, you got to make sure that when you're coming through, you're pulling straight down with that middle finger and getting the ball to spin straight downward on this axis here to get that 12-6 movement. If you're throwing a traditional curve, that 11 to 7, it's going to have a little bit of tilt on its axis when it's spinning. And then a slurve ball is going to be just a little bit more tilted and going this way. That's how we're going to create the break. The Magnus effect is going to work for us. Gravity is going to help with that. And that's how we're going to throw nasty, deadly, unhittable curveballs. Now there's a few ways we could use these pitches in our arsenal. One, we could use them as get me over pitches. That's just kind of flipping that ball in and getting it over as a strike, okay? This is when we know the batter, maybe he's not a first pitch swinger, or we know he's in a count where he's taken. We just want to flip it in there, get that break on it, because a lot of times when those guys see a little bit of bend on that ball, a little bit of break, they're going to take it if they're smart hitters, okay? So that's called the get me over. And you can throw the get me over with any of the 3 of these curveballs, okay? You could also throw these pitches as a backdoor curveball, okay? Whether it be the 12-6, the traditional curve, or the slurve. If you're a right-handed pitcher and you got a left-handed batter, throwing a backdoor curveball means you're throwing it as a ball outside and then having it come across the plate to the outside part of the plate, to the lefty, coming in the back door. That's why they call it a backdoor slider. So it looks like a ball the whole time and then comes in and clips that outside corner. and hits that back door. So that's a backdoor slider, you could use that. You could also use it as a bury pitch, an out pitch, okay? So if you're a righty throwing to a lefty, if I use this as an out pitch, I wanna bury this pitch by his back foot, okay? We can also bury that pitch out in front of the plate. That gets some swings too if you have a very good, sharp breaking ball. If you're righty on righty or lefty on lefty, then you wanna bury that pitch out in front to make that guy chase, think it's a strike, and then chase and bury that ball out in front of the plate. Those are just a few ways that you can throw all three of these curveballs to get more strikes and get batters out. If you guys liked this video, if you guys have any specific questions about the pitches you throw or new pitches that you want to see, leave me a comment down below and let me know, okay? Also, if you're serious about being a better pitcher and getting more hitters out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the bell notification right next to it. This way you'll be notified anytime I upload a new video. You're gonna wanna do this if you're serious about getting better, because I got some really good stuff coming, so go do that right now.